Hello everybody, Bean Sonic here. We're into Parkitect again. This is gonna be a little bit special dealio here today. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna work on a little something I just do to show you, and also showcase what I've been working on for the past week and a half now. We've been working on it for a week and a half now. Has it been a week and a half? It seems like it's been longer than that, or feels like that. It hasn't been that long, but you wouldn't be surprised. So we've been working on in here for quite some time now. This is our new deal. This is Parkitect, the I want to call roller coaster tycoon on steroids. This thing here, one of the big features that we've already seen before. I think I've done a video. Is that it has a grid format. You can go gridding. You can go gridding. Look at this. You can go gridding. Guess what? It's not on a grid. It's not good. I can grid this anywhere I want, dawg. That's amazing. That is the really major thing that I could see here. That really makes it stands out. With this, you can like even trees, like all these trees, you can put them anywhere. And they don't need to be like they're not on grid. Are they on grid? You can snap them to a grid. Yes, which is cool. But we're here. I'm going to show you around here real quick, and then we're going to show you our main purpose. So we started off here with a carousel. It's actually called a merry-go-round. Is that what it's called? A carousel? Called carousel. They were called a merry-go-round in Tycoon and called carousel, which is the correct name. So that was our first ride, and that usually always is the first ride that I've always built. Even in Tycoon, usually the first one. It's usually always the carousel. So then we started off, then we went building here, this thing here, which was this Ferris wheel. I just call it a Ferris wheel. It's standard name for the most part. And then we did, which is to me my first major successful roller coaster. Now I built rides before in the beta and the actual like Alpha 4, I forget which Alpha I last played before Alpha 19. And they were okay, but they were not like, I want to say those rides were not realistic to my likings. So we built this wooden coaster that is a small out and back, I want to say a what, CGI? Uh, no, a the Great Coaster International. You know, yeah, a Great Coaster International ride. It's not a RMC, which I think there is a Rocky Mountain Coaster mod. I believe that there's somewhere you could download. Uh, okay, so, alright, so let's take a look here at something else. So then I kind of went from there. My next thing I built was a go-kart track. This was the first go-kart track that I actually built. Because this here, and one thing I like about the go-kart track, it actually looks like a go-kart track. I like the go-kart track. And one thing too I love about this game, I told you, this game is not on a grid. See, with Roller Coaster Tycoon, everything was on a grid. You would sit there, build everything to a grid. Which here it is. Here it is, a grid. See the grid? Paths are like on a grid. That's fine, because you know what? But you can build these coasters and put them on a grid, and it's not like on a grid. So really, it's what, flexible. The actual thing is that this track design is so flexible. You could make it. It's not like, oh, here is a preset, like, drops. Like in Tycoon, it wasn't flexible. It was flexible, but it wasn't like you could sit there and modify the track turn, But like, here, I can make this 35-degree angle turn. I can make this a 25. With Tycoon, it had a preset turns. it wasn't like that I can make the tongue bigger, smaller. Like, I can make this drop here. I can make this a lot, might know, wider, a lot smaller, a lot shorter, a lot, So, small warrior. So this here was my first attempt, my first legit attempt at doing a suspended coaster. It's not my best, best one that I've done. And so with that being said, we went and did something new. We tried out this. This was our first attempt at doing a guided chariot thing. That was one of my prides. But this year, it was actually added in the Alpha 19. These are a guided chariot, which is not guided chariot, but this is I think it's a guided monorail or a kiddie monorail track. Let's see here. I know it's under the roller coaster thing though. It's under here. I think it's under the coaster track. See, that's the thing. They actually have its roller coasters, but this ain't a roller coaster. So they might, or they probably will, because they probably have more room here. They might add like more like other track rides, or maybe make non coasters, because it's like this is not a coaster, but that's a gentle monorail ride. That is, instead of like because Tycoon, I use like the monorail, and I used. And you got Ghost Mansion rides. You got in here also, which is new, which I actually built here, which was built actually yesterday. This is a car ride. Yeah, car ride it is. It's really, really good. I love it. I love the vehicle. Looks so it's like an antique car. I usually have been very, very impressed with my building designs. That's what I love so much about these designs. They're just so well done. Alright, so I built here too, which is my pride and joy, and I think that it's my best thing that I've done in terms of it being something cool, and I really, really went all out on it, which is great for me, is that I did this here. I went and I did a splash battle ride. Now, here with the splash battle ride that I'm gonna kind of zoom into a bit. That this right here is splash battle. It is known actually by the name splash battle. That is the official ride name of it in of your amusement park. So splash battle is just like the name implies. You actually get into, well, in like a regular theme park, you would normally never see tugboat themed. You were like in the one that I saw, kind of like a raft, kind of like a wooden raft. It's the one that I rode. But so what it consists of is that you actually kind of get into these boats here, and what you do is you actually have in here, you can actually have the options of targets. You actually have in here, here you actually have these things, which is uh, these shooters, these targets, is what you have here. They're actually shootable targets, what you do. And then actually from there, beyond the shootable targets, you actually can shoot the other vehicles. Now here's the issue with the splash boats. The main issue with the splash boats that I'm gonna come out and say. The issue is that it can only have a maximum of 5 vehicles. That's it. That is the actual max it can have. And the only way to actually get more vehicle length is to actually extend the station. But here's the issue. The Smash Battle ride, it doesn't really battle that much. So to actually make it work, because this is the issue, it's not the design so much. It's that there's not enough vehicles in here, or like enough to kind of. I could have in here at least 7 to 8 vehicles in here, and that would work. But the issue is that it don't really battle. It does here. I think here it battles, and I keep forgetting the actual button for this. Oh God, I can't figure out the button for it. I'm sorry, dudes. So yeah, there's the key line for it. But you see, that's the thing. So really, it does, it doesn't really battle that much. It may like right here battle between the boats. So the way to combat that is, I just put a lot of targets to actually make it like, you know, a shoot 'em based splash battle ride. I see right there battles, but I kind of made it more target based. If they would add more trains or, you know, more cars, yes, I would see that possibly being a thing that I would do. Let's see what else I added. I added a wacky worm ride. It's a standard wacky worm model ride. You know, the portable fair models that you see, and even Parks have these. So I was able to. I actually used a yeah. So I actually used so that's what I did. I actually used a wacky worms model that was already, because you know what, that there was already built. You know, I'm not gonna I'm not going to try and build one when the one that that now is already built and it works and it's great and it works for that. So you know, let's see what else. So I built in here too. This here is your typical Itana int, Intamin or Itanaman or wait, Itanaman Itanaman. I think I don't know. I still can't. I think that it is Itanaman that built. You know what I think it built? You know what I think built this? Mac rights. I think it's Mac. It is a Mac, isn't it? A Mac? A Mac? I don't know. Well, that's not. But this here is what you call water coaster. It's actually a coaster slash water experience. So you have in here the actual splash portion. Now the issue with this ride that is gonna currently be addressed is here, and I'm gonna show it to you. A feature because I can show it to you right here. I'm not gonna build anything in here because it's pointless. It's in the water base. Here is the log plume. If I go to go place this here, I can go and put this right down here inside of there, like that. See right there is what I can do. I hate to go and screw up the actual tree. We're gonna go plant our tree. Let's see. The tree can go right there. Okay, that's cool. Oh, also the coolest feature I found out about like yesterday or 2 days ago, which I actually was saying they actually should implement was this feature here, the actual object pivot. I can go in here. You see, I have to go and go find it. If I go do that, it gives me that object pivot. Great for that. So if I sit there and close the menu and I need to go and grab something, I can. It's an amazing tool. I love it. It's awesome. So this also combines a coaster and then it combines a drop. Now, typical one that I've normally seen in cases, it actually kind of depends. Is that it normally consists of two lift hills. In most of them that I've seen, it consists of two lift hills. It consists of one that kind of like the coaster section, where it does the drop and and it's a pretty good, decent layout. The actual drop here is not that realistically, but it works. I mean, I try to be a little realistic, but I think for the most part, I think it actually does have a realistic layout up in the like second half, like here up to here it does, and then it goes up the left here, and then it goes into the flash section. So what they're gonna address is they're gonna try to address the actual thing to be able to be recessed down into the ground. And they also have in here too, which is amazing. The like ride, they got swings, and this is an interesting thing to Parkitect. Well, besides the customizable grid, which actually Planet Coaster has it too, but Planet Coaster is a lot more graphic intense. It's more 3DS. I mean, this is 3DS, but it still has that tycoon. It still has that low, and it can work. I mean, it's great. It's simple. See, it's simplistic. It's kind of a simplistic based game, which I love. and that. So. And this here is a cool ride. This here is some kind of Skyfall. Skyfall, and it is a ride that actually takes the riders up top here, which is an interesting thing. I've never seen one. I've actually seen a drop tower that kind of does that. It's I think it's Falcon's Ferry at Busch Gardens, Tampa. But it actually drops. But then what it does is it actually puts them in a face down, and then it kind of gets to the end, and then it kind of it kind of releases them, and then you kind of swing a bit, which is a cool thing I like. So that's a cool ride thing that I like here that they have. They actually have in here your typical, your typical, which is a spiral slide. You're having your teacups, which I like to decorate. That's the thing to it. I love the architecture in that building, and I love this thing here with the rocks. And I mean, that was a tricky thing to work on. We're trying to place rocks in there and trying to get targets to, that's the thing too, that you wanted to make it to where it looks good with the targets, where it wasn't like you're sitting there shoving targets in crazy. It had them spaced out enough that it's not like that it looks like it a lot, but it's not really spaced out. It's perfect. And this here is our second go-kart track, which is my favorite one due to the station on it. Is it a better station? This is my second attempt where I kind of started getting a little bit more familiarized with the actual building thing. You see, over here, over here, over here in this part of this park, I did not know about the actual building command yet. So I did not know that you can actually turn it. You can turn it on to grid mode in here. You can actually press. I actually have it as the left control key. So that's why a lot of this is not on the grid. And then you can actually here. I want to show you the big feature. Here a big feature. I know. Let's see. Oh yes, this is the main feature. Well, besides this, they actually have in here the staff room where staff can go take a break. Okay, that's a pretty cool. But this here is what they call in here your actually supply depot. This is the actual delivery section. There are no vehicles in here that come in here and such. Shopkeeper. Okay, that's cool. So I'm like looking at shop. I'll have to go look that up. I don't know. So what? So what the main feature is here is that it actually is the actual delivery service. It's the actual food and depot. So this is where food comes in. Like all the food that are for the parks, all the food comes in. Well, in Tycoon, it was like you put in a built. You actually build like a food stand. I would say build it. If it had food, people could buy it. You never had an issue. Here, it's more like becoming a realistic. So where that there actually is food that has to be delivered. So when it does, it's that right here. There is actually in here. You can see there's actually the food that comes in here. Cool. But then I believe that there's a hauler that's coming in here. Yeah, he goes now. So what he's doing? He's gonna go and deliver food to the burger stand. I don't know which one it is. Is it this one here? Okay, so he went there to that one. So pretty much what that does is, dirtiness. Okay, need to go and get clean. Okay, that's cool. So what that does is, if a shop runs out of food or runs out of something, I'm gonna try to see if there is one in here. Well, it would normally have on top of that icon. I'm gonna actually go and put one in here. Just put on walls. I'm gonna put in here a cotton candy stand. I think I put one in here. Anywhere near it. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Cotton candy right there, the food stand. So that they're meaning that pretty much it's out of stock or pretty much it needs to be delivered. Okay, he just went and delivered. Somebody went and delivered. Awesome, cool bean. Toast my goats. So that's what that does. Oh, I also built in here a BMN suspended coaster. Here the one thing that is gonna get changed. These are the catwalks. I might keep that catwalk. I'm gonna try to work on making a better catwalk thing. That's kind of not the best. We're gonna work on that. But okay, so that there broke down. So mechanic has to go in there to go and replenish. Okay, cool. Cool bean. Yeah, alright. So I don't think that I went over everything. Oh yeah, we got motion simulator. Yes. Alright, so we're working on a monorail thing, and I actually built in here a carnival based, like, a carnival or like one of those things. Beta is good. And, yeah, I'm trying to build in here this monorail. One feature they gotta add, and that's a feature that Tycoon had, and it's the best feature there is that you need the option to build backwards. I don't know how many things, but most of the time, I like to build backwards, especially with a ride. I like to go and build backwards, especially like a coaster, to kind of see, like, here it would be a perfect scene, but I don't know if this here is gonna work, or like I don't know how it's gonna turn out. And it's something that's gonna be a work in progress. Like that probably won't open for a while until I kind of figure out, you know, like, so it's kind of might be there because I have like this open area here. Don't know what to do. Or a station here is a pain. The station was a nightmare. Don't even go there, guys. It works now, and hallelujah. Anyways, I don't think there's anything more here to go over that I built. I mean, I've been working on this for the last week and a half, and I figured that I'd come in and showcase it. I had something else that I was gonna do here for this episode for all this series, but I don't think I'm gonna do anything else here. I think that I've done what I planned on doing, and I wasn't gonna actually go and be doing some off-camera work again, because I do this off-camera. It's only a once in a while. I just figured I'd come and showcase it. But it's actually something that I'm actually enjoying. So I want to keep this going. I am enjoying it. It should be fun. We got to keep it going. It's fun, and let's keep it going, guys. Thank you to the Texel Raptor. I'm not saying Raptor. Yeah, Raptor. This this indie company, it just, I gotta say it, one of the I mean, I used to say that Tycoon was my favorite game of all time. I gotta say, this takes what I like about Tycoon. It still has that Tycoon feel to it, and it did it. It is awesome. I am really am impressed with it. You know, it's awesome. It's great. And I have to say, this here actually dethrones Tycoon. And why do I say that it's these phones? See why I'm saying that Tycoon's my favorite? Because you know what? With this game, you can come in there, pick it up, and then start building. Yes, that's the thing I like about it. The actual, actual track builder is not difficult. And once you understand the actual scenery, and that you can snap, you kind of understand it, like that, like that, you know. Just keep great. I love it. Thank you. Everything. It's amazing. I love it. I just love it. Great. I love it all. So yeah, I love it. I just having a good time. I've been building. What I love it, I love building. I love building stations. These stations are a little bit different and unique to me. I always try to do something a little bit different. It may not be the most unique, but it's fun, and it's fun just to go and to try something different. See, that's the thing that's fun with this, is to go and try something that you're not, that, like, in this case over here. This is not, but it was fun trying it out. This is where more so, it's a sandbox, like I should have said, it's a sandbox based. So it's more fun to come in and just play around, and that's what I like sandbox. I will do more of this. I love this. I don't do much of it on camera as I do on off. I mean, I do a lot off camera. I would live stream a lot of it, but once again, I'll be able to record. So thank you all for tuning into this episode. And if once in a lifetime view, well, it might be like a weekly update to kind of show you what I've done. Maybe we'll do like a weekly recap of what I built in Parkitect. And we'll probably, do noodling with ideas of possibly doing more of this. I don't know if we're going to, but if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. Anyway, thank you for tuning in this episode of Parkitect. It should be fun. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed all of it. It should be fun. We should have a good time. I enjoy this. I love it. Thank you all for tuning in. If you'd like to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And see you guys in my next video, next Parkitect journey, or whatever I choose. Ta-da! Toodaloo.